Hey, Dawn. I started to write all this out in an email and I thought, oh, this would be so much better in a video. For me, anyway, hopefully for you. So talking about all the different options we can do for socializing. Oh, yes, my favorite topic. One thing is we can really utilize games and themes and breakout rooms during this event and different days and at different times. First of all, a happy hour. It's your basic happy hour. It needs to be after the event is over because you will allow them, you will give them permission to go ahead and bring a drink of their choice. They can bring coffee, tea, water, adult beverage, whatever they want. So it's after the event, they're showing up, and now this is loose. So in a loose environment, we want it to be just social, not really a facilitated conversation. So in that regard, we could put them in breakout rooms, let them hang out in groups of 5 to 7 or 8 to 10, 10 to 12 for like 20 minutes, okay? And then shuffle them. And so you want minimal 2 minutes per person in a group, so everybody has time to talk. But that's going to be still just 2 minutes is still like, it's not relaxing. It's more like an introduction. So that would be something good for lunch, right? So back to happy hour. So they could be like 20 minutes. They get into breakout rooms and then they come back and then they talk and everybody's going to be excited. And then they go back out to different breakout rooms for another 20 minutes and where they talk. And this could be in an hour event. So they could go into 20-minute rooms 3 times, right? And that way that they're able to then meet, 30 people or so. And that's a good happy hour social. Give them anywhere from like 30 minutes to an hour after the event. I'd say 30 minutes. Go change your clothes if you want. You're really kind of creating the atmosphere of how you want this to feel, right? Go change your clothes, grab a snack, grab your drink, come back, and let's get rolling again. And it's like a reset. For those who don't want to join, won't. So that vibe won't be there. And those who want to be there will show up, right? Allow them to choose to be there on the happy hour. Okay, so another event, like a social, would be there's also facilitated conversations where what we can do is we give them something to go into a room and talk about. That can be in groups of 5 to 6. That's what I always suggest, 5 to 7. And so what that looks like is in the main session, everybody's there, and you have someone facilitating the conversation and having them go into their breakout rooms and talk about what did you do during 2020 to keep your sanity? What did you do during 2020 that really uplifted the people you work with? What did you find? You're facilitating the conversation. So then they go into breakout rooms and then they talk about that question. And then they'll still introduce themselves. And to get the social part out of the way, have them pick someone to come back and give the answers. So go to your breakout rooms, and the person who lives the most east is the person who's responsible for writing everything down. So that's the social part, real quick. They just jump in, they know how to get social, they're finding the person in the east, and then boom, they can, then they get straight to the facilitated conversation, okay, the question, okay? And then, it could be whose birthday is the youngest and the earliest in the year, and all these different questions for the next breakout room. Okay, come back and then pick a few from each group. The person who's facilitating this main conversation picks a few from each group to say what are some of the things your group came up with while the others are chatting, because you don't have time to go over everybody, right? Well, it depends on how many people are going to be here, but if I recall, you thought there'd be over 100. So that's like 20 or something groups. So that we probably won't have the time to listen to everyone. So you would come back and say, hey, so let's hear from some of you all. What do your people say? And the others, you can chat some of the things you heard in the group. Chat it in your chat box. So the people who want to talk can have a minute to talk. Other people are chatting. And it's just the people who are over the conversation in the small groups. Okay, next, that's a facilitated conversation. And that can go many ways. That can be strategic and that can be fun, but I'm going to go with social for this video, okay? And then some other things are games. We could do Jeopardy, and you can design Jeopardy for your own industry Or you can really just do Jeopardy, just totally different. And they can do it two different. You can go out into breakout rooms, and then the way you play that is the first person back, so one who pushed that button and represents that group. You could do something like that. We can spin the wheel and have but let's not go there yet. So we could do games. One of my favorite things to do is a treasure hunt. You can say, give a list of list of 5 things that you're going to go find in your house or where you are or whatever you want it to be, online or whatever. And it could be whoever can find their logo in the house or whatever you want this to be. It's a treasure hunt. Whoever can find pink panties. Really, however you want this to be, the questions. And then you give people 10 minutes or 5 minutes, depending on how long the list is, to go find their stuff. Okay, and people, if they take the advice, like I'm putting the email about going to a hotel or to someone else's house, they can still do this. They can go online and find pictures and cheat. They can do all kinds of stuff, right? And then there's prizes. So so anybody who wins gets a prize, or they get put in the wheel and then spin the wheel. And I'll show you the wheel. Okay. So let's just talk about the wheel. So there's this wheel that's electronic that I share my screen and has everybody's name in it. We click a button and then it shows the name of the winner. So there's that way to win. Hats, like someone physically drawing a name out of the hat and the location they are. It's very hard to put all those names inside a hat, but guess what? People love it. So either way, that can work for prizes or anything of that nature.